Hi, everybody. I just got finished doing a class with my good friend Linda down in Everett, Washington. We got her launched in her business tonight, and I only did one eye, and I thought that I would come on here and just do a live with a basic, my favorite basic eye. And this is just three different colors, and so you can see how that I have a hooded eye. I have expressive eyes, so half the time my eyes are wide open like this, but the rest of the other half of the time they're um they're lazy and they're hooded. And the older I get, the more hooded they become. And I just have embraced them. And so I just wanted to show you this real simple and like just a couple of minutes. One brush, my favorite brush, which is the eyeshadow brush. But I'll tell you, if you're getting into other looks, I'm really liking this. What's this brush called? Gosh, if somebody's on here watching and they remember the name, smudge brush is that one. But this is the one that I'm going to show you. Three colors. I'm going to use basic, which is this one. You can see that that's my favorite. Trust, which is the color that I use on my eyebrows to clean those up. And this one here, which is called Unicorn, which is just a real light shimmer. The other two are mattes, okay? So I'm going to take the fluffy end, and let me know if you're on here watching. I can see that there's people have come on to watch, and I'm just going to roll that around in that basic brown. Okay, you can do this technique with any color. I'm starting out with the medium, then I'm going to use the dark, and then I'm going to go to the lightest. Okay, but it works with any palette. Okay, so I'm going to go above the crease, and that's kind of the secret here, because if you have hooded eyes and they're relaxed, you cannot see in there. So we need to take our color up above a little bit. So find where your crease is. And the cool thing about this brush is that it's so fluffy, and you can load it up and just do these circular motion to bring it just a little bit above. Now, you don't want to go any further than here, okay? You want to keep that between the end of your eye and the end of your eyebrow. And if you have a hooded eye, you don't want to bring your eyebrows down too far. So you can imagine if my eyebrow was down to here, it's just going to pull everything down. So I'm going to reload that a little bit, tap it off, and just go back in there and lay that above the crease, and you can get into the crease as well a little bit. Okay, so again, this is basic. Now I have put my main color of my foundation, my highlight color, which right now I'm wearing amber as my main, and my bright highlight for the center of my face is put on white peach. Okay, so you can see that already that's starting to lift up. But look at the difference, and I'm only going to add two more colors. I'm telling you, that's all that it takes. Okay, so we've got that basic laid down. Now I'm going to flip that eyeshadow brush around, and I'm going to tap into Trust. Just get a bit on there. And so I'm going to go back, and I'm going to create just a little V at the end. Okay, more. And then I'm going to just bring it into the crease a wee bit. If you get too much, you can take it off. If you get not enough, you can add a little bit more until you get, hopefully I'm going to end up with matching. Okay, you can see it's starting to come together now. A little bit more. And I'm just, and you don't want to go, again, really important, especially if you've got a hooded or droopy eye, to not go past that little area there. Okay, now I'm going to flip that around. I'm going to, can't wait until my tile comes in. There's a new cleaning tile, and that's going to enable you. Right now I'm just using a cloth, but there's going to be a tile that you're going to have in there. It's going to be so nice for taking off the excess color in between. So I'm just going to go over that, and I'm going to pull that towards the center of the eye to get that blended out. So you can see they're starting to match now. And then the last thing I'm going to do is on that fluffy side, I'm going to go into, well, it's not exactly the last thing, but the last color. I'm going to just pick up some of that unicorn on there, and I'm going to blend from the inside corner out onto the lid. To get those to match. I'm just going to look here, get them even. Blend the dark back, blend the light this way. Okay, that'll fade a little bit as we keep going. Now I'm going to flip that back over, take just a little bit of that trust, and I'm going to follow this line right here and just bring a little bit down and just kind of connect those. Do you see how I've connected the end of this with just a little bit into here? No, I don't want to go too far, because if I go too far, it's going to pull my eye down, and I don't want to do that. Then I'm going to take a bit of that basic, and I'm going to go about halfway in, kind of right to the center of that pupil. I'm going to clean that off. Whoop. And take a little bit of that unicorn. Just going to run that along. Oops. Run that along there, and I'm going to bring some right into the center of the eye as well. A little tip is that you will never get texture here. It's never going to texture. It's never going to wrinkle right in there. So it's an area that you can really show off to get people to stop focusing on the wrinkles. All right. Oh, last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put those away. I'm going to grab my, I'm going to go into a light color, which for me is linen. It's one of the lighter highlights. And I'm going to just put that, lay it right underneath the highest arch. Those are matching pretty good. You can always go back and blend a little bit more if you need to. You can darken it if you need to. But look at that, in just a couple of minutes. Now I just need to add a little bit of black mascara. I tend to keep my mascara to the outside lashes because I really want to pull those up, and then just a little bit on the bottom. When you have a hooded, lazy eye like mine, I don't want to pull my eyes down on the bottom at all. So there we go. Matching eyes now. Hope you enjoyed that tip. Hope you're having a great weekend. Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine.